Is Joe Biden a uniter? He wants to be, says he does. So he wants to unite everybody. He wants to get all the strife out of American politics and society. Well, all right, that's a good intention. He gave a speech last night, just basically doing a victory lap because he is going to be president, and it was a national address, and I listened to it. I wanted to get a couple of sound bites, but he had a lot of trouble speaking, Mr. Biden. I'm not saying that with any nefarious motive. I'm not trying to make him look bad, but he had a little frog in his throat, maybe 3 frogs. I've had that, but it was very hard to zero in on what he was saying because of the frogs. However, I did get you this. Roll the tape.
Respecting the will of the people is at the heart of our democracy, even when we find those results hard to accept. But that's the obligation of those who've taken on a sworn duty to uphold the Constitution.
All right, but Americans haven't sworn to uphold the Constitution. I don't know really what he's talking about there. So I was waiting for some kind of signal on how Mr. Biden was going to unify everybody, and he didn't give it. He basically said that Donald Trump and his supporters, all 74 million of them, were kind of un-American to contest the election. That was the theme. So if he were smart, Joe Biden would have said, I'm going to call for a special prosecutor to look into allegations of fraud because I want to know if anything untoward happened. And I think all Americans should want to know that. So I'm going to appoint, the president can't really appoint, but through my new attorney general, a special counsel to look at the election top to bottom, examine the allegations, and I will report honestly back to you, the American people. If he had done that, if Joe Biden had done that, that would have taken all the right-wing criticism, all the disenchantment that he's going to be president off the table for at least a day or two. And I know a lot of people wouldn't have believed him that he was sincere, but by the appointment of a counsel, which is desperately needed, he would have sent a signal like, I don't want to be here under a cloud of allegations. I want to let everybody know what happened. And if some people broke the law, we'll put them in prison. So that doesn't seem to be too complicated to say that, but he didn't do it. And he never will. And I don't know why, I have to honestly say. Because in Michigan, I don't know whether you guys knew about this story, because the corporate media is suppressing it. They're real good at that. So a private citizen named William Bailey apparently hired an outfit to audit some Dominion voting machines in Antrim County, Michigan. Okay? Now, Mr. Bailey did this because there was a local ordinance of marijuana selling in his county. And he wanted to see if there was any cheating on the vote. All right? He didn't want pot shops in Antrim County, Mr. Bailey. So it didn't have anything directly to do with the presidential election. However, the company he hired, Allied Security Operations Group, came in and they looked at the entire vote, including the presidential vote, and they came to the conclusion that the Dominion machines were not right. They malfunctioned. Now, a judge slapped that conclusion down, barred it from going public. Judge's name is Kevin Elsenheimer, okay, circuit court judge in Michigan. He told Allied Security Operations Group, Mr. Bailey, don't put this out. But then he lifted it yesterday so they could put it out. And I'll read you the conclusion, all right? Quote, the intentional errors led to bulk adjudication of ballots with no oversight, no transparency, and no audit trail. This leads to our conclusion. The results of the Antrim County election are not certifiable. This is a result of machine and or software error, not human error, unquote. So look, I don't know. I don't know Antrim County. I don't know Allied Security Operations Group, who they are. The Detroit News and Detroit Free Press both reported on it. No national exposure. Okay, of course. But this is something that has to be looked into. All right? I'm not going to take it that it's true, but you have to examine it at a federal level, not a county level. So Joe Biden, once again, wants to unite, but he's not willing to do anything that I've seen or heard to make that possible. So what we're going to have is 4 years of Biden, and the 74 million people who voted for Trump are not going to like him, and we're going to continue with this division in this country. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. As you all know, the dollar is at a 10-year low, and November could spell real trouble. That's why I recommend you consider physical gold and silver, and the only company I do business with in this area is American Hartford Gold. You can call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you a free gold coin on your first qualified order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold's up over 40%, silver over 60%. So please don't wait. Call them now. 877-444-GOLD Gold. 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532.